Good day, everybody. It's between 10:30 and 11 in the morning on Thursday, January 22nd, 2026, and I just need to put this out. Folks, I don't care if you're a man or a woman, what age you are, whoever you might be. Don't be foolish to electronically send anybody money when it comes to love. Let me make this extremely clear. I made the mistake several times last year, as late as October, but I made a promise I would stop doing that because it just wasn't working. It was scams. It was scams. And let me be honest to every single human being that checks this video out. This is Tom in Quincy, Massachusetts. On a Sunday in October, I was in contact with a Quincy PD officer that was asked to come to my house by cousins for a welfare check. Not that I was doing anything to myself, but I was making stupid decisions just to have a conversation with me. I was on the front porch of the house I was at, which is a rooming house, North Quincy neighborhood, Quincy, Massachusetts. Not giving the address, but a rooming house here in North Quincy neighborhood. And I was just trying to get some fresh air and stuff. And I was on the front porch on a chair. And I did see a Quincy police unit pull up, park at the library parking lot for the North Quincy neighborhood library. And he made his way from that parking lot over to my house. And he asked somebody else about access to the house. And that person was trying to be helpful, but I kind of thought it was for me, so I buzzed in. And I talked to the officer and found out, yes, the conversation, it was needed for me. And I just asked the neighbor, I had to have a private conversation with the police officer. I promised that officer, I promised my cousins, I promised every person that cares about me, and I promised myself I will not give money like that anymore, and I haven't since October. I would be a lot better by several $1,000s. As much as I'm out of a job, and I got a little bit of a runaround by someone in October as well. There was so many things that were happening. I made some bad decisions. If I saw somebody else doing this, I'm smart enough, I would coach them away from it. And others were trying to tell me not to do it. But I was foolish. It embarrasses me that my cousins had to go through this. Different people in the community that care about me had to go through this. And I had to suffer through this. I feel like I disrespected my parents, the family, and everything. Now, my parents have passed on. My mother more recently, around 3 years ago, and Dad even earlier. And I miss both of them, and I'm by myself, living at a rooming house. I have family on the South Shore, here in Massachusetts. Then I have other family, let's say in New England, and then through this God blessed USA. All of us grown up back in the 1970s and 80s here on the Massachusetts South Shore. From Boston down to Cape Cod, the Massachusetts South Shore. And that's where we've grown up. That's where some of us are still at, but others are through the country. And I love every single one of them. The ones that I have on my contact list and I am in contact with. The ones that I am not in contact with. I love them all. Love you, cousins. Yep. But I have somebody pressuring me for money. If she's who she says she is, she's doing a lot better than I am, and she should not be asking for anything. Maybe she thinks it's a test. She can't put me through this. And if she's someone that she is not represented to be, and she's a scam artist, and it could be a guy or a gal, somewhere else in the world, and and I say she because, it's a female character at least. Hopefully she's who she says she is, but clearly I've made mistakes, and I will not make that mistake again. Maybe she will see this blog on YouTube, but I want others, even if they don't have direct contact with me, learn from me. Don't electronically send money for love to anyone in this world. Maybe make arrangements to meet each other, where she, or in my case she, comes to Massachusetts, where I'm not risking anything, to meet someone in a hotel lobby, at a restaurant, in a public park, or whatever, and have a conversation that leads to more and more trust. Anybody could use somebody's image or names, even more so than ever before. I could pretend to be somebody. I would not do it, but some folks do it. I'm not gonna do that. I just needed to make it clear. Now, I'm on YouTube, clearly. I have a YouTube channel that I lost back in October. Many things happened in October, including a cell phone issue on a Wednesday night. And actually, there was police activity on that Wednesday night in Quincy Point, on Washington Street, near the Dairy Queen, near Avalon Beach, near the Quincy Shipyard, that general area, going to the bridge connecting Weymouth and Quincy Point area. Something happened. Quincy PD was chasing somebody. I did see the young man fall in front of a car. Either was hit by a car or fell in front of a car when escaping from the officers. As soon as the guy got up, because I only noticed him getting up, I didn't notice him actually go down, but I noticed a car stop quickly, and I looked, and there was a guy getting up. He stumbled and ran in the direction of Avalon Beach from Washington Street. Within 1 minute, Quincy PD swarmed the area. And not only Quincy PD, but Weymouth and Braintree law enforcement were on supporting Quincy. The whole neighborhood of Quincy Point on that Wednesday night in October was swarmed by law enforcement. And I believe they finally caught the guy. I don't know what the situation was that led up to the chase. I just know they were chasing him. That night, I had cell phone issues. And I had to start a new phone. So I lost my other YouTube channel. That's Tom Quincy, the old one. Thomas Peterson is the new one. The one you're seeing this blog on. So, as much as I introduce myself as Tom, I am Thomas Peterson of Quincy, Massachusetts. I live in the North Quincy neighborhood at a Roman house. Will not give you the address. But if you watch enough of my stuff, you kind of get a general idea where I am. But it's what it is. I have made some tough decisions, some bad decisions. And I will not help her out. But if she wants to come to Massachusetts and start a life with me, that's great. But right now, I have to consider it a fantasy. That might come true, but I will not send her money. I will not. Thank you. Thank you on all that. I think I've cleared the air, but I will say, my mother and myself were only childs. My father, the youngest of 5. All my cousins with that would be on my father's side. All of my 13 first cousins are on my dad's side. And any second or third cousins I have on my mother's side, I'm not in touch with. She was an only child, but she had cousins, so the closest ones would be second cousins, and etc. But I have no knowledge. I could walk right by them here in Quincy or wherever and not know that they're family. If they recognize me because I look like my dad in some way, maybe. But it's what it is, it is. I love each of my cousins. I love my family. I love my home city of Quincy, Massachusetts. I love this God blessed United States. I am a Donald Trump supporter. I am right up center. I'm a pro-life libertarian. I'm not a Republican, but I'm definitely not a Democrat. I'm not a Dem. I'm just trying to do the right thing in life. I don't have a mean spirit. I try to be a decent human being. I love, not hate. Jesus is hope, I say. Jesus is hope. And folks, don't make the mistakes I know I should not have made anyway. I known better, and I still, because I'm tired of being alone. All my life, until my mother's health crisis, there was one reason or another I was okay about being a single. Be a hermit, just be with my parents, and then after my father's passing, be with my mom. And I watched for her during her health crisis. I need somebody in my life. Even more now because I'm out of work and I keep on hitting the wall for getting a job. And, hitting a wall trying to deal with Massachusetts unemployment. And it's just one problem after another. Some good news is coming. Not a job yet, but some benefits from other organizations that is not Massachusetts unemployment. But hopefully Massachusetts can finally work out for me. It's been a challenge. It's been a serious challenge. Thank you, everybody. This blog on my YouTube channel is over. From here in Quincy, Massachusetts. I'm Tom. Thank you, folks. Thanks.